It's something you could never imagine happen. But the fact is it's happening now, and we'll prepare for it whenever the time comes. But I'm sure it's going to be, wherever we go, it's going to be a great turnout from the town. I know that. But when I talk about it, and people ask you, who do you want to play and who would you like? And it's so far away that you can't imagine. And we know we've got preliminary rounds, we could get anybody, we know that. But all I hope for is, years down the line, and if two supporters are pass each other in the road, I want them to turn around and say, remember that night, Raith Rovers in Europe, remember that night we had Barcelona, or AC Milan, or Real Madrid. I want them to remember the night, and I want them to remember who we played, not some team that they can't even pronounce, they can't even spell, that don't even know what country they're from, and who was it knocked us out in the first round, and who was that team that came to Stark's. I don't want that. I want them to turn around and say, what a great night that was, under the lights, European night.
The great European adventure did begin with a match against opponents whose name was almost unpronounceable, Go-To Intertoffel of the Faroe Islands in the preliminary round. The gulf in class was immediately obvious. The Trinidadian Tony Rougier set up Jason Dare for Raith Rovers' first goal in European competition. The confidence oozed through the Rovers' ranks. Some marvellous build-up play almost brought the second, when Stevie Crawford hit the post. Goal number 2 was delayed until the second half, when Julian Broddle's cross was headed home powerfully by Tony Rougier. The third was a classic free kick by Stephen McInespie, one of his last contributions before his transfer to Bolton Wanderers. More superb work on the left by Julian Broddle allowed Ali Graham to nod his cross to the feet of Colin Cameron, and home went goal number 4. Qualification for the first round proper was now a formality.
The great European adventure continues for Raith Rovers. Disappointed to lose the services of Jim McInally, obviously, for this particular match with all his European experience. But there will be a great learning process for many of these young Rovers players. They certainly will be tested by a very useful Icelandic side. There's Dave Sinclair, put under pressure straight away by Gunnlaugsson. That's Arnar Gunnlaugsson, number 9, with the flowing hair. His twin brother here in possession, number 7. Has usefully shaved his head. 22 years old, these two, but here's Rougier involved straight away. And he's playing directly against a very tough tackling midfield player in Olafur Thordarson. But here's Arnar Gunnlaugsson. Very good left foot. Back it goes to Haraldsson. Somewhat eerie atmosphere inside the stadium. The capacity reduced to 5,400 because of UEFA regulations. It's from the 9,500 normally available. And there's Rougier causing real problems. The break of the ball goes to Cameron. A chance for Raith Rovers. Colin Cameron looks to the heavens. Tony Rougier did some good work here. Casual play by Milkovic. And the chance on for Cameron. Thordarson. Clearance by Broddle. Cushioned well there by Milkovic for Jonsson. This is Ingolson. Gislason. That's a great turn there by Arnar Gunnlaugsson. Left Dennis for dead. He does it again. Very good on the left-hand side. Great interchange of passes. Ingolson. Well, there's the menace. Arnar Gunnlaugsson showing his real ability there. The great natural left side, Gunnlaugsson. Now, he wanted this with his left foot, so that's why he played the 1-2 with his brother. Looked for the return. And the half interception was enough to halt the move. Here's McInespie. Crawford. McInespie again. Lennon with a shot. It's there! The 14th minute of the match, and Daniel Lennon gives Raith Rovers the lead. Well, certainly a bit of a ricochet there, but it well set up by McInnesby. To the side that it goes. There was Lennon. It was deflected, and that left the goalkeeper without a hope. Well, it's a perfect start for Raith Rovers. Look at the way it's laid off by McInnesby. Lennon got a deflection there off Jonsson. That's what made the difference. Sinclair to Dennis. The Crannies have won their league championship with 3 matches left. That shows the gulf at the top of the table. There's Barry Wilson showing no respect for that, and earning a corner kick. Gislason took a knock there and he halted Wilson's cross. Wilson's corner kick. Up goes Dennis. Great effort. Towering header there. It was touched over the top, I think, by the goalkeeper. The corner kick's been given again. This is a terrific header there by Sean Dennis. A fingertip there on the ball from the goalkeeper Thordarson. Pass was timed well. Header away by Milkovic. Thordarson. Waiting for support to arrive and picking out Gunnlaugsson up front. Turns onto that excellent left foot. Supported from the back by Gislason. Under pressure very well though by Daniel Lennon. That was good play by Lennon. Wilson's layoff. Here's McInnesby. Raith Rovers settling well now. That goal's made a big difference to their belief and confidence. Carelessness though. Gislason inside. Gunnlaugsson. To Gunnlaugsson again. He carries a great deal of menace in that left foot. Scored a set-piece free kick against Sweden in Stockholm recently for Iceland. Has to be watched on that particular flank. Crawford again. Rozier breaks on the right, on the left rather. He has support inside. Wilson on the far right, calling for the ball. Determined play there by Hugnesson. Bad clearance. Now Broddle. Well, Steve Crawford, the last touch, did he? No, it was the defender, Milkovic, marking him. Akranes believed that was going for a goal kick. Broddle over the ball, another outswinger again. Interesting departure that. So many teams now going for in-swingers and the goalkeeper. Wilson. Good effort! Rouget! Well blocked by Harrelson. That was excellent goalkeeping by Thordarson in goal. Ingelsson playing it long for Arnar Gunnlaugsson. Needs some support. Milkovic, is the central defender, is forward. Here's Gunnlaugsson again. Harrelson, the pullback. Here's Thordarson. Ingelsson. Well, very carefree back killer that attempted by Sean Dennis. Off goes Cameron. Great turn of pace. He's eased off the ball. The referee's given the free kick. That could be a yellow card. The referee thinks not, but this was a terrific effort by Barry Wilson here a moment ago. Setting himself for that volley. It was going in at great pace, and the goalkeeper did well. Sean Dennis reacting to a call from Davy Sinclair. These two developing an excellent understanding. Here's Jason Dare. He's found a way through. It's a great play by Dare. Well, it can't be a pass back because it came off the stomach of the defender rushing in there. This is great play from Jason Dare, looking to set himself for a shot at goal. And when it came back in, it came off the stomach there. That's why there was no free kick for a pass back being collected by the keeper. Dennis pitching it in short for Crawford. That's Lennon. Forward goes Cameron. Good understanding from Raith Rovers, that's Jason Dare. It's a great effort. Terrific play from Dare coming in from the left. Well, what a good build-up it was. Played across there by Colin Cameron. Look at this deliberate effort on the volley, steering it towards the top corner. It certainly wasn't far away. Well, these supporters enjoying this, I'm sure, to the full. Sinclair's header. Sinclair again. Good running to the left, this time by Crawford. Looking for support in the middle. Well, the goalkeeper did well the second attempt with a well-driven cross, pulled back well from the byline. The goalkeeper made up his mind early to go for that. Look at the pace here of Crawford making for the byline, looking up, seeing support coming from deep positions. Back in SB forward. Here's Cameron. Did well to keep that in play. Siggy Jonsson, very strong indeed. Gislason, that's picked up here by McInnesby. Well read by Milkovic. Hugnason. Through the gap it goes for Thordarson, a chance on here, and he scored right on half-time. The dreaded away goal scored there by Olafur Thordarson, and suddenly the Raith Rovers defence was opened up through the middle. Dejection in the Raith Rovers ranks. Simple ball played through a ricochet off Sean Dennis, and very good finishing there by Thordarson, and that changes the whole complexion of the match. Well, what a shaker for Raith Rovers, who have looked so controlled and composed in the match throughout that first half. Coped very well indeed defensively until that moment when they were opened up by the through pass. And now they have some very hard work to do. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, it should have been a much happier interval than it is. Daniel Lennon gave Raith Rovers the lead in just 14 minutes. It was a splendid goal, and Stephen McInnesby's intrusion upfield making a difference. He knocked the ball sideways there to Lennon. With the aid of a deflection, he beat the goalkeeper. That looked good enough to give Raith Rovers the lead, but Olafur Thordarson popped up right on the interval to transform this match. The through ball there came from Hugnason. Came off his heel, back off Dennis, and a very good finish on Thordarson, and that makes the half-time score Raith Rovers 1, Acranes 1. Jimmy Nicholl would have been conscious of that very subdued response to the Acranes goal just on half-time. This side now requiring, I think, to look for at least 2 goals in this second half. A vital period coming up now for Raith Rovers. They've got to try and find their way right back into the match. They cannot settle at all for the current scoreline. Travelling to Iceland in these circumstances would be hazardous in the extreme. And yet they did so many good things in that first half. It looked very impressive for a long spell. Now having to defend here as Gislason sends over the cross. And Broadwell had to be careful. He's done well. The travelling supporters from Iceland enjoying this to the full. Still probing for an opening. Good running by Lennon, joining the front men. The diving tackle by Jonsson was successful. Starks Park supporters looking for a free kick there, but looking in vain. Gunnlaugson to his brother Aran. On the far side, Ingolson. He's on the throw. Well, Raith Rovers a very tough start to this season. Another problem here for them, perhaps with a dipping volley, mistimed by Arnar Gunnlaugson. Made space for himself very well indeed here against Dave Sinclair, lofting the ball over his head. This was a reasonable chance now for Gunnlaugson. Now Dare. Well, that's very good play by Jason Dare. A good cross in. Chancellor Wilson. Well, very difficult coming inside, trying to control that in the move, but it was great play by Jason Dare to go between these two defenders and whip over the cross, which is just too high there for Cameron initially. It was a chance for Wilson, no doubt about that. On the far side is Barry Wilson. Gislason and Ingolson barring his path. It's back with McInnesby. That's Lennon. Kirkwood, careless. Gislason wins it. Nimble pass on there by Thordarson. Gislason. Bjarki Gunnlaugsson. Patience in abundance here. Arnold Gunnlaugsson is away from Dennis. A shooting chance is on. And the offside flag is up. It won't count. Bjarki Gunnlaugsson. Langer's flag was up as soon as the shot was released there. But what a let-off this is for Raith Rovers. Look at the way Arnold Gunnlaugsson leaves Sean Dennis there. Sends in the shot. It was going wide. And the running figure of Bjarki Gunnlaugsson turned it in from an offside position. Sinclair. Now McInnesby. Lennon. Good play here by Barry Wilson, who still hasn't released the cross though. Now the change being made is Ali Graham to come on. The player being withdrawn is Stevie Crawford, who's had a lean time of things in the second half in particular. Made some good runs in the first half, but things not going his way now. So a change of path, and Ali Graham provides a new option for crosses. Cameron. That's a very good shot there on the run by Lennon. Alert goalkeeping though by Thordarson. Good play by Dennis. And Sinclair. McInnesby. It's well played by Sinclair. Instructions clear for Scott Thompson. Keep playing the ball short from hand. Dennis picking out Broddle. That's a good pass. Good change of pace by Broddle. That's excellent running. Good anticipation shown by Gunnlaugsson to force Dare back. Chance on here. Lennon. Yes, he scored! Danny Lennon's second of the match. Joy on the Starks terraces. A superb finish from Lennon. The ball flighted in there. Milkovic in trouble. It brought back there to Danny Lennon, and that's a deadly finish. David Kirkwood's ball flighted in. Now look at the problem in defence there. Pushing into Ali Graham, and there's the shot from Lennon, straight into the corner. Now, can Raith Rovers capitalise on this? Well, the presence of Ali Graham was important there to the Raith Rovers cause. That change has been effective already. Here's Wilson, perfectly comfortable coming to the left, playing that through there for Cameron, and a great chance again. Well, what's the first time effort on the run? Cameron trying to steer that beyond the keeper, who took up excellent position. Just check on the goalkeeper positioning here as Cameron came inside. Good save. You have to hand it to Raith Rovers. They kept on playing studied football, even with Ali Graham on, not just lobbing the ball forward. There's Wilson. Lennon. That's for Cameron to help on. Here's Graham. Graham again. Colin Cameron trying the shot. The ball was screened there by Graham. Certainly problems are being caused for the Icelandic defence now. Here's Lennon. Eased out of that by Ingolson, but it's back now with Davy Kirkwood. Well, not his strongest side, that. On the left foot, he's very good on the right. Well, the ball flicked on there by Colin Cameron. Look at the way it was held up, the strength of Graham. He thought Cameron had a better shooting chance. The defending was good though. Adelson making the block. Ali Graham signalling for the ball inside the area. Played short though towards Cameron. Thordarson. And here's a problem. Sinclair missed that. It's one-on-one. Bjarki Gunnlaugsson. Great save by Thompson. That could turn out to be crucial. Damaged his leg there in the process, but what a good save this is. Bjarki Gunnlaugsson clean through in the goalkeeper. Plenty of time to set himself. Excellent stop. Ingolfsson is being withdrawn. Player coming on is a 20-year-old striker, Stefan Thordarson. Here's Cameron. Looking for Barry Wilson, a chance on here. He got the touch. He scored the third. Joy for the Raith Rovers supporters. That could be the goal to take them through. Jimmy Nicol, feet so organised for the closing stages. There are just about 11 minutes left for play. A great ball played through there by Cameron. Wilson's pace was crucial. It was a vital touch. And Raith Rovers have a 2-goal cushion suddenly. Looked so difficult early in the second half rather. That's a great finish by Barry Wilson. On this evidence tonight, you would have to fancy Raith Rovers to score away from home. The heart of the McCanna's defence not looking entirely secure. Carelessness by McInnesby. The substitute Thordarson, Stefan Thordarson comes on. Dennis makes the clearance. Stefan Thordarson felt the brunt of his right boot there. Back now with Haraldsson. Shooting chance on this time, he's just wide. Stefan Thordarson. The golden opportunity passed up here. The ball broke to him from the long cross off the head of Sean Dennis. That was a very good chance indeed. Wrestled down there in the end by Bruddle. A free kick to Akanes in a very dangerous spot, and a yellow card for Bruddle. Well, suddenly the referee was very indulgent in the first half, is showing a few yellow cards. A crucial moment in the match, this. Well, he certainly wasn't trying any kind of surprise element there. He had attempted that a few moments ago, and it was almost identical, this free kick. Certainly there's plenty of swerve in the ball, but it was wide of the target, with Scott Thompson covering that post very carefully. Thordarson losing control there. Kirkwood to McInnesby. There's Cameron. Lennon rather to Kirkwood. Late tackle on McInnesby by Thordarson. Now Stefan Thordarson really has been out of order since he came on. He's delivered at least 3 late tackles in the match, but it looks as though the final whistle is gone without any damage being done there. McInnesby on the ground. The final whistle has gone. Danny Lennon's 2 goals making such an impact in these proceedings, but it may be the goal scored by Barry Wilson 11 minutes from the end, which might make all the difference. Raith Rovers coming back from that setback just on half-time when Thordarson scored an away goal, but now the chances for Raith Rovers remain very good indeed.
Side by side, Raith Rovers and Bayern Munich. Who would have thought it? Just Jimmy Nicol, you got a glimpse of. Tempted to be involved as a player, he's still registered, but he decided against it. He hopes he might be needed for the second leg. The players piped onto the pitch. It's a UEFA Cup tie with overtones of David and Goliath, and all supporters of the underdog will be hoping for the same result. Raith Rovers, such a small club that their Starks Park Stadium can't stage a match of such magnitude against the massive Bayern Munich, whose own home gates average more than 50,000. They've got more than 38,000 club members and more than 1,000 different supporters clubs. Struntz is the Bayern sweeper. Here he is on the ball. He rejoined the club this season after a spell with Stuttgart. Very gusty the wind around Easter Road. I spotted some Spurs fans up here last night. They said they would make journeys longer than the one from London to Edinburgh to see Klinsmann again. Cleared by the head of Ziege. Davy Sinclair, who's been relishing any conversation you'd like to have with him about taking on Klinsmann. He's a tough guy. He'll need to be. Here's Mehmet Scholl, who's got something of a roving role tonight. Linking up with Herzog, the Austrian. Ronnie Coyle gives away the free kick in a central position.
It's a bit needless that Ronnie Coyle stepping out from the sweeper position there. Committed himself, was never going to be able to make the tackle, and this is a free kick in a dangerous position here.
Scott Thompson trying to make sure he gets a clear view of things as Raith have set a 5-man wall of 4. Now it's reduced to Sforza takes it, and if they come to the Raith goalkeeper Thompson like that all night, he'll be very happy.
Yeah, a relief there for Scott Thompson, because we really expected a bit more there. But good for the goalkeeper to get a good early touch. He did take a slight deflection, but there was never enough pace on the ball to give Thompson any trouble.
Kirkwood trying to put it at that height into the penalty area. It virtually went straight up in the air, but he was clever enough to retrieve it. Ziege preventing the corner. Graham trying to put some pressure on here against Struntz. Thomas Struntz, one of several in this Bayern side, competing for places in the German squad for Euro 96. Klinsmann, of course, is the national team captain, but not the captain of his club. Herzog. Harman trying to get forward down the right-hand side. It breaks for Sforza, who was in the World Cup last year with Switzerland. Julian Broddle trying to get some distance into this throw. And helps it on. Scholl has been one of those players criticising the coach. In goes Klinsmann. It's over Thompson, and Jürgen Klinsmann has struck here. It's taken 6 minutes for Bayern Munich.
It's a bad goal to lose, because Sean Dennis there caught out with the ball over the top. Klinsmann timed his run perfectly. Dennis caught there, and not a bad finish either.
Well, once Dennis had been lost, it was just a case whether the goalkeeper could get there first, and he couldn't.
Yeah, he was totally committed, and Klinsmann beat him by a yard.
And the worst scenario, really, for Jimmy Nicol and Raith Rovers. But for fans of Jürgen Klinsmann, and there are plenty of those, Broddle. Got a useful left foot. Judging the longer passing is difficult down the wind. That really flew from left to right. Klinsmann full flight here. He's desperate to get a championship medal. And Bayern are expected to win the title. That's the sort of pressure that they have to live under in Germany. They're certainly expected to get through this European tie. All sorts of bloodletting if Raith Rovers battle their way back into the picture and make a nonsense of the form book. And the shock of the early goal has somewhat disappeared, although the defending hasn't been totally convincing by any means. Just a question of how to get up ahead of steam here. Down the slope, wind swirling around the stadium. Bayern at the moment preventing Raith getting enough of the ball to sustain the pressure. It's into the box from Kirkwood's throw. Graham does win it. That's the potential in the man. Picked off by Sinclair. Here's Broddle well forward. It's Julian Broddle. He'd have preferred to get it back onto the left foot, but it's something, as you say, David, to lift the crowd when it was needed.
Well, you had the reaction of the crowd there. The ball breaking to Julian Broddle. Just wouldn't sit down for him here. Coming onto his right side. Just wouldn't drop for him. Well wide of the target, but the reaction of the crowd there, significant, I think, and something that Raith have to do.
Graham chasing, Helmut playing safe. Lemon darting across to try and quicken the tempo, keep it more upbeat than it's been for Raith Rovers. That was Colin Cameron. It's quite a difficult attacking player to pin down, coming from deeper positions, trying to get round the back.
It was a good deep ball there. They could have done actually with Ali Graham on the end of that. He had come to the front post. Danny Lennon was left to jump for it, but it was a good ball and better stuff now from Raith.
Lennon's corner. And Oliver Kahn gets some catching practice. Cameron's tackle. Bayern didn't get very far that time after the goalkeeper seemed to have been in command. Was in command. Kreutzer able to get to it, not deep enough to cross for Graham. Guinness. That's made Strunk's turn. Space for the counter-attack here. Ziege. He's got Scholl ahead of him. Just nipped in front of Dennis to get it back to Ziege. Vigilant there alongside Klinsmann. There's the combative Davy Sinclair. Klinsmann's got the better of Sinclair this time. Brought out by Cameron. Harman, the player with him. And, he won it back very cleanly indeed. Scholl. Got to the semi-finals of the UEFA Cup with his previous club, Karlsruhe. He was a genuine starlet. He came to the notice of Bayern Munich through those European escapades. Very popular with the Bayern fans. He hasn't always been popular with Otto Rehhagel this season. Been in and out of the team. Mistake again. And it's on ball by Scholl. And he's going to get a yellow card for it. Sforza. Another percentage ball, if you like. Not pretty, but can be pretty difficult when you're defending at the bottom of the slope at Easter Road. Having to do a little more defending. Stevie Crawford just to the left of the picture there, hand to mouth, wondering perhaps at this very moment whether he's going to get on. He'd love to be on, I'm sure. Lennon. Jean-Pierre Papin. Console Steve Crawford that even the best have to be on the bench sometimes. Although Papin hasn't been at his best, he's had knee surgery this year. And he's easing his way back into the frame. He hasn't been happy being surplus to immediate requirements for Otto Rehagel. Coming up to the half-an-hour mark, Raith shocked by conceding an early goal. No shock that it was Jürgen Klinsmann who got it. Sforza. First touch was just a little allowed to run away from him. Raith were grateful for that. Bayern have to backpedal. Oh, and confusion there between Kahn and Helmer. It was Cameron who was causing the problem with that run down the left-hand side, and a thoughtful ball that Lennon chased might have cashed in on because of the confusion for Bayern at the back. Here's Sinclair. It's that type of uncertainty that the home supporters want to see more of, forced by Raith pressure.
Yeah, it was a good supporting run from Colin Cameron, and it all came from a very determined challenge by Ronnie Coyle in his own half on Sforza, which won possession for Raith.
Coyle's header. Kahn is regarded as Germany's #2 goalkeeper. Helmer's very much a senior international. But a European tie on foreign soil, and anything can happen. Sinclair. Helmer. Back to Sinclair again. Sforza is going to be another Bayern booking. On number 10, bringing down the other. Sforza on Danny Lennon.
I think he's unlucky there. I don't think there's a great deal in that. Certainly a foul, but I don't know about a yellow card.
And it's given Raith Rovers a chance to put the right kind of ball into the penalty area. Broddle on his better foot that time. Dennis chasing it. The sort of run that Klinsmann had against Thompson that led to the one goal we've seen so far. This time the goalkeeper for Bayern, Oliver Kahn, beating the brave Davy Sinclair to it.
Yeah, they have to make the most of the balls into the box. Raith have actually started to settle well. Bayern may well feel that their night's work is already done. And Raith have had a good spell. They just have to make sure they don't lose one at the other end now.
Again. There. He's very confident in possession. Look at this. Brilliant play from Jason Dare. Anything that Bayern can do, Dare showing that he can match. Dennis, would be a great time to get a goal. Graham! Stoppage time at the end of the first half, and with a little bit of a charge on here, Raith won't want to hear the half-time whistle.
Good deep ball in there, and Ali Graham doing well to peel off to the back post. Not enough power in the header to trouble the goalkeeper. Does well to make a bit of room for himself there.
Great play just prior to that from Jason Dare down the right-hand side. Dennis. And it sounds like a big crowd. Lennon. Ziga. Certainly overconfident there. Dare dispossessing him. Awkward for Kahn. Half-time. With Raith on a roll, having got over the Jürgen Klinsmann goal. My goodness, he's making sure that we don't forget him in Britain. Raith have shown, particularly in this late flurry, there's still plenty in this first leg. Franz Beckenbauer's here, Uli Hoeneß is the general manager. Karl-Heinz Rummenigge trained with the Bayern players on this pitch last night, looking just as fresh and as fit as he was in his pomp. He's a vice president. Half ended on 1 or 2 highs for Raith Rovers. Graham. Trying to ease it in field for Lennon, but Herzog was there. Sinclair with the header. Well, it's the conundrum, Davey, isn't it? Whether to go for it and risk getting really picked off on the break by very talented players, or just to stick in it and be even settle for this. This is the nippy Cameron. He's got Kirkwood outside him, but he went for a far more ambitious ball.
That's been the story of Raith's night so far. Getting into positions to deliver the ball into the box to Ali Graham. But a poor ball.
Klinsmann charging it down, and Mehmet Scholl is round Thompson. Sinclair blocked on the line. Danger not over yet. Klinsmann right in the thick of it, and Raith have survived by the skin of their teeth. It all came when Klinsmann charged down and attempted clearance, and suddenly there was alarm bells ringing throughout the Raith Rovers defence. Thompson was stranded, but help was on hand. Lennon flipping it over the head of Graham. Not the ball that the big striker wanted. Sforza. Offside. Klinsmann, that must have been close. But it was certainly close a moment or two ago. There's the block. It all came from there, David.
Yeah, it was a good chance there. David Sinclair doing well there to get back onto the goal line, make the block. But an example of just how Bayern are capable of killing this game off.
Here's Helmer. Picking out Klinsmann perfectly. But Sinclair to some applause. Freedom of Kirkcaldy for dispossessing Jurgen Klinsmann. Helmer's back pass. Cameron. Has been a better effort from Raith. And down goes Lennon, an advantage played by the referee because Graham had two to cut the ball back to, and he couldn't achieve that. And Bayern break out again with Harman. Zickler. Scholl. This is Ziege. Concerted attack this from Bayern Munich. Zickler was in the position of maximum opportunity, really, if the cross had been better. And this is what happened at the other end.
Yeah, the referee, I think, tried to do Raith a favour here by giving them the advantage. I'm not sure he did. I think they may well have preferred to have the free kick in that area and give them a chance to get Dennis forward as well as Ali Graham.
Kirkwood. Ahead of Palmer. Sinclair. That's nicely done for Brodden, always hovering on the left-hand side. Missed by Nellinger. That was there. Who was denied as Cameron tried to steer it back to him. Campan providing a different kind of problem. For Raith at the back, Sinclair flagged offside, and again, it's a close call. He thought he got the run right, obviously. Coyle. Bringing that ball to the left-hand side again. Cameron. The Raith Rovers make ground, playing up the slope at Easter Road. Brodden. And ball by Harman. Quick free kick, Cameron is there! Great save by Khan. Back with Broddle again. Still possibilities from Raith Rovers. Dare. Really quick thinking at the free kick. And it so nearly got the better of Bayern Munich. Oliver Kahn on his line. Made a superb save from Colin Cameron's header.
It is a great save by Kahn. Good bit of quick thinking by Broddle. And a good header as well, and Kahn reacting quickly to his right. But Raith now starting to enjoy a good spell, and you can hear the reaction that that's getting from the stadium.
It's a much more stirring second half here in Scotland for the Scottish club. But all the while, Bayern Munich have that capacity. Klinsmann and Papa will expect to have to do some defending, even though Raith Rovers are, dare I say it, showing signs of controlling the game. To make sure he kicked wide of Klinsmann, not into him. Nellinger. Klinsmann. That was Coyle coming out to make the challenge. Papa, well, Broddle, that looked like handball. He pulled his arms away as if to say, I didn't mean it. And the referee obviously saw it that way. There, pursued by Papa. McInally. Just battling in behind Sinclair for a moment. Ziegler, and with Klinsmann to work within the centre, but Ziegler goes on himself. Klinsmann, 2-0. And the potential in the attack of Bayern Munich is now turned into fulfilment, and it's Jurgen Klinsmann again.
It all came from Papin, who released Ziegler here on the right. He skimmed Ronnie Coyle. The measured cut back. It's Klinsmann again.
But we've talked a few times tonight about Alexander Ziegler, who's certainly not the best known of the Bayern players, but you get the feeling that he will be very well known one day soon. He's leggy, but he's well balanced. He's got a great appreciation of the game and the positioning of others, as you saw there, and Raith had no answer. Kreutzer.
Come on, man. Go on,
Suddenly broken for Crawford. He's got past Strunz. Cameron's made ground into the centre. Lennon's there as well, and he's miskicked it. And the game is stretched at the moment, and Bayern may take full advantage of that. Klinsmann, Ziegler. He goes for goal himself. My word, he connected well. And a tremendous stop at the near post by Thompson. Goalkeepers hate to be beaten there. They expect to make the save, but that was still a difficult one.
Yeah, Ziegler struck it well. I think Thompson may well have expected the shot to go across him, but he took him on at his near post, and good reactions there by Scott Thompson.
Thompson, like a more straightforward variety from Ziegler's corner. Rougier. Ziegler, past Sinclair, and Ziegler might go all the way here. He's got Papin the centre, still Ziegler. He wanted the goal for himself and he hasn't got it.
Well, they've got a problem now, Raith, because the game is so stretched. They're throwing players forward, trying to get one back. and they're always liable to take one on the counter. David Sinclair actually does well here to close down.
Some news for you from elsewhere in Europe. And Nottingham Forest have got an away goal in France. Terrific news for Forest fans, and it's Steve Stone who is very much in the news. Here's Klinsmann! Very much in the picture here at Easter Road. Hunting a hat-trick and feeling that it might arrive here. Not quite.
He gets up well and gets plenty on the header as well. Scott Thompson having his busiest spell of the match and doing well.
Harmon to take the corner. And it's just over the top from Papa. And there's no doubt there could have been more Bayern goals tonight.
Yeah, I think Jimmy Nicholl would be quite happy to hear the final whistle. Papan coming to the front post there. The one thing that he wanted to avoid was a real drubbing here tonight.
Lennon. Coyle with the free kick. Graham angled it on. Rougier back towards Dennis. Plenty of Raith Rovers fans appealing for a penalty. The players were concentrating on trying to make something of the situation. There was some contact. Dennis, in the end, deciding to let it run. Well, Raith Rovers have done quite well with the attempts at goal, but on target, Bayern Munich leading the way, and that's reflected on the scoreline. Sforza. Kreutzer. Now Strunz going his own way. Bayern wanting to ice the cake here. Rougier. That was lovely. And he's left Ziege. Takes a bit of doing, and it was only when he decided to set himself for a ball across and he allowed Ziege to get back to him. Rougier once more. His attempts to keep it in play. And you can see why he is a favourite with the fans.
Yeah, he has the strength to ride the challenge there. Ball just a little bit too deep here in the end for Ali Graham. But he has made an impact here, and Jimmy Nicholl, I'd imagine, would be regretting perhaps not getting him on earlier.
Harmon. Well, I suppose the cold reality of the night is that the second leg should spell the end of the first European adventure for Raith Rovers, but I don't think it'll be the last we'll hear of the club. Go to some decent results on the return to the Premier League. And you've seen in patches here the potential, particularly in their younger players. Kirkwood. Graham to reach, really control the header back across the goal. Sinclair, it's not far away.
Well, that would have been a popular goal, would it not? He's given everything tonight, as he normally does. Plenty of time to hit it.
Lennon gets a foot in. Here's Harmer. That's a brilliant ball for Papo. Loves to shoot first time, rattles the crossbar characteristically. Took the goalkeeper's fingertips on the way, I think. Rougier. But again, it was so classily constructed by Bayern Munich. It's going to be a mixed blessing, maybe playing in the second leg in a lavish setting in 2 weeks' time for Raith Rovers. And you see football of this quality, David.
Yeah, it's the ball over the top again. Ronnie Coyle caught here. That's a great strike.
Crawford. Tiger stayed down. It's a difficult angle. He's got to come up with something else if he can get it back to Graham. Just away from him. Helmer is there to shut the door on Raith Rovers. Minute of stoppage time played. Not the final whistle. Let's have another look at that strike by Jean-Pierre Papin. Yes, definitely a touch from the goalkeeper.
Yep.
So well played, Scott Thompson. But twice Jurgen Klinsmann has got the better of him. And in the final statistics, counts here for all the courage that Raith have shown, and at times some qualities of their own, with the movement particularly of Cameron and Dare when he was on. Danny Lennon trying to keep things ticking through midfield. Maybe a last long throw from Kirkwood. Coyle. The referee hasn't pointed either way yet. He's going to pick up the ball and end proceedings here. He has done. Well, Jurgen Klinsmann has had a night to remember with 2 goals, the man for the big occasion again, and an attractive part of this match. Raith Rovers have had a night to remember at Easter Road, but the romance of their occasion secondary in the end to the steel and the skill of Bayern Munich, who've struggled in Britain so often in European ties, but who finished the first leg of this second round UEFA Cup tie in a strong position, winning by 2-0.
The Olympic Stadium in Munich, and no one gave Raith Rovers a chance. Pride was a spur for Jimmy Nicholl and his men. They got off to the worst possible start when Ronnie Coyle's rash tackle inside the box gave Bayern a penalty. The Rovers' defence was opened up by the superb pass from midfield, but there was no doubt about the award. Scott Thompson had been a penalty hero before. Jean-Pierre Papin of France took the kick, and Raith had a major let-off. They took full advantage. A free kick outside the Bayern box, and Danny Lennon's free kick was deflected home to give Rovers an unlikely lead. It was a moment never to be forgotten for Lennon and his teammates. They'd earned the luck which gave them the lead. But reality set in after the interval. An unfortunate slip by Ronnie Coyle exposed the Rovers' defence, and Jurgen Klinsmann equalised on the night. It was still a performance to savour from Raith Rovers. But defeat came from a corner kick on the right. An old-fashioned scramble, and Babel spared the Bayern blushes. Rovers were beaten, but left the Olympic Stadium with heads held high. The great European adventure was over. but only at the hands of a world-renowned club in Bayern Munich. Jimmy Nicholl's wish had been granted, and the appetite's been whetted for more. Our thanks to BBC Scotland and Sky Sports for their cooperation in making this video.